Hey Libra, this is Moonpie doing your love reading for April, May, and June. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. So some of the messages may be for you, they may not. If you requested a personal reading from me, please bear with me as I'm a bit overbooked and I'm trying to get in touch back with everyone who is requesting messages. I hope that you are all safe and doing well. So again, this is going to be the 3-month love forecast, April, May, June 2020 for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. Okay. So let's take a look here, Libra, and see what is going on for you. Just give me a second. I'm going to give a little bit more of a shuffle here. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Okay, you've got the Lovers, just flew out. Wow. Okay, this is Gemini energy, Libra. All right, there's some type of decision that's getting made here in April about partnership. Two people making this decision, communication, possibly reconciliation, possibly talking about marriage, commitment, partnership, lifelong partnership. This does kind of look like a pentacle up top. I've never seen that before. So for some of you, that could resonate in connection to an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. All right, let's see what else is going on here. Okay, you've got the moon. So you have two major arcana. Sorry for the blur. So this is Piscean energy as well. Could be Cancer. But there's a little, so it's definitely a heartfelt thing, like it's an emotional thing that's happening here. It's an emotional decision. And excuse me, the moon card does represent to me like trusting our instincts, going with our gut. Okay. Despite what our domestic duties might be or dictate to us. Okay. So, this is definitely a decision that gets made here by two people that's based on emotion. Let's see what else is happening here. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles. Now that's a card of someone who remains single. So those are two contrasting energies, and I get it, because when I look at the moon, there is also this energy of not being sure about something, because the moon can represent at times deception and lies. I almost felt like saying fantasy. There might be a little more clarity, though, that needs to come as far as having two people come together. Okay, because there are some things I feel, Libra, I feel you're kind of on two sides of the coin really right now about a connection or a relationship, because I do feel like you do want marriage and partnership and commitment with someone. I mean, you're a Libra. That's just, you're the sign of partnership and love. And I do feel that that element is playing there for you. But then there's also the other side where it's like, or maybe I just want to stay single, stay a bachelor or bachelorette. Okay. So there's a lack of clarity here with the moon. There's also, two people wanting to be together, but then it's like, well, can we trust each other? Is it better for me to just stay on my own in April? Trying to gain clarity, because the moon is not a card of clarity. Okay. Basing decisions on the emotions, the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like she really doesn't base her decisions on her emotions. She takes on more of that Virgo energy. So she does kind of have this practical approach when it comes to relationships. And the Lovers does represent the sign of Mercury. The planet Mercury. So that is a card about having good communication, straightforward. But this moon card just kind of jolts me a little bit in April. Because I feel like you want to commit or you want to be with someone. And I do feel like somebody wants to come into partnership with you, but there might be an element of like being on the fence is how I feel. Both of you kind of being on the fence, not sure about each other, not sure if, there's trust or if there's lies in this connection, or if, you give yourself to this person, will there be lies? and they're thinking the same thing about you? Will there be like deceit? Yeah. So it's kind of like you're both staying single in April, but you both want to be together. But there's just this lack of clarity when it comes to this connection. Either there's one person in this connection, there's one person here I do see who's a bit shady. That's how I feel. Now, that could be you or that could be them. Excuse me, but there is somebody here who is just not very clear when expressing how they feel. Okay. And I do feel like, Libra, you're spending a lot of time trying to understand this connection with this person. Okay. You might be reading things or looking at things or reading messages, really trying to gain clarity. You know, if they express the way they feel about something, it's kind of like, what did they mean by that? So, because Libra, you're a straight shooter when it comes to communication, there's no doubt. But the person you're dealing with, like I said, it could be a water sign, could be Cancer. I'm not picking up Scorpio, but it could be a Cancer or Pisces. But, you know, for most of you, but even if this is in their Venus or their Mercury, you know, they're not, this person is not a direct communicator. So I feel. All right, let's take a look. So there's I do feel like there's a decision. Do I take a risk? Do I, you know, trust my gut with this my instinct, or do I just, you know, stay with what I know and what I feel is safe? All right, May, please. Okay, now you've got the King of Cups. So we were talking about water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces here. So this person is someone who does keep their emotions withheld. They have very deep emotions. They don't communicate very much. When they do communicate through an emotional filter. And they do have a lot of compassion and care. But this person's not usually the type who's like a go-getter. They're quite different from you, Libra, quite different. And for you singles, this really could just be, you know, in April, do I want to settle down with someone or just stay single? And so you could have a King of Cups coming forward into your life in May. So there is some type of communication. The Page of Wands is a little bit of that crush energy, enthusiastic. This is like, you know, the little boy or mostly it's a little boy who has like a schoolboy crush on a girl. And he kind of like goes outside when he goes outside to play. He's enthusiastic and he teases and things like that. So this could be the energy of this person where they're communicating in a very creative way. And it has something to do, there could be also, be careful because the Page of Wands is very immature energy. So this person could be playing games, could be communicating with you, and really just playing some games with you. And, you know, excuse me, you might be dealing with this person or have dealt with this person for some of you. And this could have something to do with, because it sits under the moon, so there is that element of shadiness. So you may need to that might be why in April you're kind of like, I don't know if we can be together. I don't know. Things are not clear for me yet. I'm not sure. I know how I feel, but I also want to be practical and, you know, I want something good and something real. And I feel, is this someone you're dealing with before and they're coming back around, or is this someone new? This King of Cups, again, you know, King of Cups is pretty stable, but his behavior and his actions and his communication showing up here as being a bit immature, and likes to play games and keeps things like real light, isn't just very serious in his communication towards you. What else? Okay. Be careful. The Hierophant is here. This King of Cups, might really, and this is Taurus energy as well. So whoever you're dealing with, this person might be playing some head games with you as far as like commitment, marriage and stuff. Very scholarly in some ways and very wise, and may communicate to you they're very moral and they're trustworthy and things like that. But it's just something keeps tugging at me that's saying that this Page of Wands is just like that schoolboy out on the, playground and just throwing rocks at the girls and teasing and just being stupid. And I just kind of feel like it's immature energy, and especially with the Hierophant, with that school teacher thing here on this card. And that Page of Wands, it's like, when this person is, sitting in a classroom or where they're following the rules and stuff like that. But then when they're not, when the cat's away, the mouse will play. And that's kind of how I feel. And you might already suspect this with this person, or if you don't know them and they're new coming in, you might pick up on this energy. Maybe some of you have dealt with someone like that before in your past, and you're just not having it again. So you want to just be, I don't know. It's not really telling me what you should do. It's just telling me that this person is not as they appear to be. Their actions are different than than who they are. This person could be very highly educated, very wise, or has that energy of someone who's like very good at math. I don't know. Science or stuff like that, and they seem to be very wise and very like intellectual, but then they play a lot of games. Yeah, so it's interesting. Let's take a look and see what June's energy is here. Okay, Two of Wands. Decision. Another decision card similar to the Lovers. This is a decision about whether or not to take action on this connection. Yeah, the next 3 months just kind of feel like, I wouldn't be surprised if the Nine of Wands showed up. It just feels to me like, this is a decision whether to take this journey with this person or not. In June, let's see what else. Six of Pentacles. Okay, whether to reconcile with this person or not. And so when I say reconcile with the Six of Pentacles, I feel like that's a give and take energy. Whether to return back to what this person may be offering in this Page of Wands. Okay. I feel like, I will say, this person does have, might be playing two people. Okay. They might be like acting this way with you, and then June, they're communicating with somebody else. And the Six of Pentacles always in my readings is my breadcrumbing card. So, this person might be giving you little bits here and then little bits there. And then the Queen of Pentacles is here. Okay. So Libra, your person, this is just this person, is not coming without major fault. And the reason why that they play around, they kind of play around. They want partnership, but there's a struggle with committing because their actions show me that here that they are, to go from a Page to a Hierophant. No, like it's very contrasting. And I feel like this person has a thing for an earth sign. Okay. And I also feel like, but they treat that earth sign the same way that they're treating you. Okay. They kind of do this breadcrumbing thing with both of you. And it feels like both, and they just kind of vacillate back and forth between two people. Now, listen, it doesn't have to be an earth sign. It's just someone who is very different than the water sign there, or the energy of the emotional king. This female, she's a very grounded, down-to-earth queen. She's very practical, and she really just doesn't she analyzes things, and she really doesn't take any shit. Now, if you're feeling like you're the Queen of Pentacles, because that does kind of sound like you a little bit, you might be somewhere on the cusp of Virgo, Libra. But there is an element here of, I feel like this person in June they keep reaching out. They keep begging for your attention in some ways. And I see you just kind of sitting there with your pentacle, and you're just staring like you're stoic with this person. And they actually are being creative, trying to figure out ways to communicate with you or talk to you in June, right? But I feel like you're just not budging because of that moon energy and that Page of Wands. It's like, You know, there's a contrast between how they portray themselves to you and then how they act towards you. You know, let's take a look and see what your love message is here. Libra, love message, please. Libra's love message. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Okay. So, I mean, Libra, you know, you may need I just feel like there's an energy here of pulling back these next 3 months from this particular situation. Even though you feel this could be the person for you, you've already met the romantic partner you seek. Like Libra, you love this person, you do, and you feel that this is your person, right? You got the twin flame card just flew out. You definitely feel like this is your person, this is your other half, but it's like their behavior, they're just very immature in the way they communicate with you. Or lack of communication. I don't feel like this person's very consistent. I feel like this person's a bit moody sometimes, and they communicate with you when they're, you know, feeling good, or when they're not talking to somebody else, and then they're, you know, back and forth. It's really, but I don't know. You just feel like this is your person. Calling in your soulmate. You're praying about them. You know, I do see this. You want to be with this person, but it's just kind of like you're at a standstill right now because you don't fully trust them. And so the next 3 months, I feel like it's just going to be a continuation of these little games. I feel like this person is very immature and they really haven't leveled up to your high vibration or where you are. And then if this is somebody new, I just feel like this is their energy that comes through. You know, they do want to be in partnership, but they can't keep it real because of that moon energy. They're just a little shady. So just keep your eye out. You know, if somebody like this comes in, you know, retreat, take a step back. You know, I know you're looking for love. You're looking for your soulmate. You're looking for your twin flame. But you need to retreat for a minute here. Don't just jump because you are feeling these things, because you need to make sure that this person's going to treat you right? Bottom line. So these are your 3 months messages. I hope that you guys are doing well and staying safe, and I will talk to you very soon. Take care.